Hey, it's been a while since I've done a normal upload. This video was filmed last summer, as you can tell. I just never got around to editing it. Oops. In today's video, I gathered my friends Eden, Cora, and Shelby to ask them the internet's hardest questions. Huge shout out to Eden for doing all the custom artwork that you see in this video, and without further ado, enjoy. Welcome everybody to the internet's hardest questions. Okay. Well, we'll start it off simple here. Is water wet?
Nobody knows the real answer to this.
Okay, I have an answer, but it sounds really nerdy.
Go for it.
Okay. So, like, an individual water molecule, right? Because it's not touching anything else, it's not technically wet. But then when a water molecule touches another water molecule, it's then wet.
So just one water molecule by itself is dry?
Yeah, but then when it's like multiple, it's wet.
But
What?
can water make water wet?
Wait, but
Like,
Yeah.
if you pour a glass of water into water, does it make the water
Well,
more
the
wet?
water is already wet because, like, the water molecules touching each other in the water are making the other water molecules wet.
okay, so you're saying that just a singular H2O molecule is not wet.
Yeah, because it's not touching any other water molecules.
Okay, but like water, it starts with the same letter as wet.
Good one.
So therefore, it is wet. My question is, when you ask, is water wet, are you asking, is water wet or is waters wet?
What?
Well, it's just singular here. So
If you're
I would
thinking
say
And no.
it's just
talking
one
about
molecule, so
one
it's
singular
dry.
water,
Yeah, exactly. It's dry if it's
It's
just
dry.
then water is not wet, but waters is wet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so we've come to an agreement on this one.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, next one. How many holes are in a straw?
One.
One.
Hold on. If I had to figure out what a straw is, it is not a hole, it is a tube. But if I had to pick either one or two holes, it has one hole.
Okay.
But like
Yeah.
it's a tube, not a thing that has holes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it has a tube has one hole.
No.
Because
Yeah.
a donut is a short, chubby tube
If
and
you
has
just
one
had like a
hole.
long donut,
Well, that
then it
depends
would
on
still be one
what kind
hole.
of donut.
Yeah.
Like, are you talking about a long john? Because long johns don't have holes.
No, I'm talking about your basic circular, just like
about
one.
Oh,
Circular
donut.
jelly-filled donuts that don't have a hole in them.
No.
the bacon.
So your answer is no holes.
Yeah,
There are no holes.
there's no hole.
All right. Next question. If a dog were to wear pants, how would they wear it?
The second one, the bottom one.
The
This is
bottom
the
one?
bottom
Because-
one.
Because I feel like the whole point of pants is for modesty, and in the top one, everything is still out. So there's no
Yes.
point. But
Yeah.
in the second one, it's covering everything, so like that makes sense.
Well, yeah. If you look at a dog's front legs as like a person's arms, you don't wear pants on your arms, you know?
Yeah. And it's like that's like having pants and then just cutting out the crotch. Like,
Also-
what's the point?
How would the first one even work? Like it would just slip down.
Yeah, how would it stay on?
It has a
Belt.
belt on. Can't you see the belt?
I also ask, like, the booty's just out on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
It's just hanging out
Like, it's just
like a
peeking
plumber.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, moving on to the next one. Is cereal soup?
No.
No.
Why?
Because soup is warm. Soup
Not
is hot.
necessarily.
Okay, well, like, I feel like it should be. Like, when
So
you think
you're
of soup, you think of, like, a warm, brothy type.
Yes. My
So you're
thing-
saying
I
if
think-
you left like out your chicken noodle soup for like 7 hours and it's just freezing cold, that's not still a soup.
No, like,
First of all,
it's what temperature it originally is.
Why don't
when
you
you-
eat cereal
Okay.
warm?
Listen to me. Listen to me. This is the definition of soup. A liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc. in stock or water. It says nothing about milk.
Or cereal.
Typically.
Also, soup should just be salty. That's
Yeah.
Soup
Not
should
like
be
a
salty.
sweet. Like it should be savory, not sweet.
like my Lucky Charms. They're not a soup because first of all, they're not in milk, and second of all, ew, salt? No. See, you just have to have milk in cereal, and milk is not in a soup, so it is not soup.
Okay, but...
No.
Fine.
Oh god.
If you bake 2 lasagnas and then stack one lasagna on top of another lasagna, how many lasagnas do you have?
It's just one very tall lasagna.
yeah, I feel like it would just be more convenient to say that you have 1 lasagna instead of 2 lasagnas.
But it's 2.
It's
No,
more
no.
efficient. It's
I know what he's about to say right now. I know what he's about to say. The key word is bake. So if you bake 2 different lasagnas, and then usually on lasagna you pour like a nice little layer of cheese on the top, and it gets crispy when you bake it. So when you bake it, and then you put another lasagna on top of the crispy cheese of the bottom lasagna, that is 2.
They
I
are
don't
2
agree.
finished products.
No, I don't agree.
Okay, but if you have a cake, you know cake. You know how some cakes have
Yeah.
like the frosting in the middle? And you're
Yeah.
like, put your fork in. So if you have that cake, you bake 2 different cakes, put frosting on it, and then put one cake on top of another cake. That is just one cake.
yeah, that's 1 cake. Because
I'm
it's layered. It's something.
Yeah.
Because cakes like that are layered.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
but
it's like just
cakes-
having more layers.
Okay, but cakes are meant to be layered. That's why they have like wedding cakes with like 3
Oh, is
different like
lasagna-
stacks.
Look at the.
Look
Do you
at the
stack
lasagna.
lasagna up? Do you just do that
Yeah.
for weddings?
Look at the
Lasagnas have layers.
Look at the picture.
Yes, look
For-
at the picture. It literally is drawn to have layers. It has layers. Lasagna has layers. All right, Shrek. Ogres have layers. He should have used lasagna as his reference instead of the onion. That would have been more delicious.
You're wrong, but
Nope.
No.
Nope.
the trolley problem. So there's a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks. Ahead on the tracks, there are 5 people tied up and unable to move. The trolley is headed straight for them. You're standing some distance off in the train yard next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice that there's one person on the side of the track. What do?
I'd pull the lever.
Yeah.
So you pull the lever and feel the guilt of murdering someone.
Okay, but I'd still feel the guilt if I didn't pull it, because then I'd be like, oh, like, because I didn't do anything, I killed 5 people.
Instead
Yeah,
of...
but then if you do something, you killed someone who wasn't gonna die.
No, they were still gonna die. Look, they're clearly tied down.
Okay, but you could, like, after the trolley just barrels through the 5 and murders them, then you can go and untie the one guy.
Okay, but after the trolley barrels down the 1 person, you can untie the 5 people. Like,
Yeah.
that's...
Like, there's no reason to kill 5 people when you could only kill 1, because it doesn't matter. You're gonna feel the guilt for both, because you saw, and you looked, oh, there's 1 person. Oh, there's 5 people. Oh, well, who do I pick to die?
See, I agree with you guys,
Or-
and I would switch the lever and kill 1 person and feel the guilt of it. But,
Objection!
Eden, if that 1 person was Link from Rhett and Link, would you pull the lever?
Is Rhett safe?
No, he's on.
Brett-
He's the other 5. He's with the other 5.
No.
It was Dan from Dan and Phil.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so Link is the 1
Link
person.
is the 1 person there, and then
And then-
Rhett and Dan are
Okay,
within the 5.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Okay, so counter offer. What if it was Kermit on the top track just by himself, and then the bottom 5 are just random people you don't know?
No.
Well, then I
You-
kill the 5 people.
You can't do that.
You'd kill 5 people to save Kermit the Frog.
You wouldn't?
Yeah.
Next problem. Is peanut butter a liquid or a solid?
Solid.
Solid.
Because it stays in place. Like, unless you move it, it stays in place.
No.
And that's what
Okay,
solids do.
But the definition of a liquid is that it can fill a container. It can conform its shape
Okay,
to
well,
fill a
solids
container.
can do that too.
It's just a very thick, viscous liquid.
No. Because, like, what a solid is that, like, it stays in place without you moving it, right? This stays in place without you moving it.
Jello? Do you think Jello's a liquid?
It can fill containers. It literally...
What if it's a
A
gas?
solid can fill a container.
What if it's a gas?
Yeah.
I think peanut butter's a gas. That's
So
There
that
is gas.
Yes.
that's the final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, makes sense. Okay, which toast is the best toast?
5.
5.
6.
5 or 6 is valid, I would say.
Yeah.
6 is
Anything in the
valid.
middle row is, like, good.
Yeah.
I think 5 is the best when you're spreading like peanut butter or jelly, but 6 is the best when you put butter on it.
I would agree.
Because
That's
the
valid.
butter goes in more, and then it just makes it a little bit softer. But 6 is the best for butter, 5 is the best for other things.
That was a fairly civil discussion. Now with marshmallows, how much do you cook them?
Burnt!
Golden.
I can
Golden.
never get them golden. I mean, I
Burnt.
try, but then I just end up, like, setting them on fire, so...
Yeah.
I put it in the fire and I burn it, and then I take off the burnt part and eat the burnt part. And then I roast the same marshmallow again to get it to burn again. And then I take off the burnt part again and eat the burnt part, and then I throw it in the fire again.
You're just
And-
telling me you like to eat ash.
No!
See,
No.
if you make it golden with a little bit of crunch, boom, perfect.
No!
See, if you
No.
burn it, then you're just eating like the fuel that was made to start the fire. Next question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No!
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So is a sub that you can get from Subway, is that a sandwich?
Yes.
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 Okay. So the bread that they use, the sub roll bread, who's to say you couldn't just pop that open and put a hot dog in between it?
You could, but it would be morally incorrect.
Because that's still...
But would it be a sandwich?
No!
It would be a hot dog.
Okay, then what is a sandwich?
Anything that doesn't contain a hot dog.
Do you wipe standing or sitting?
Who wipes
Sitting.
standing?
Right?
Who wipes standing? Who does that?
Why would you stand up and let the juices fly?
I'm glad we're all sitters here, otherwise there would be a problem.
Yes.
That's just too much effort to stand all the way up.